is up, guys? My name is Shannon, aka Cosmic Things, and welcome back to the space. I'm back with my husband,
Matthew V. Haynes, aka the Clockmaster.
and today we're watching
The Fast
and the Furious.
Tokyo. No, we gotta rehearse that. We're gonna say Tokyo Drift together, okay? You ready?
Okay.
Go ahead.
The Fast
And the Furious Tokyo Drift.
That's so stupid.
We're gonna say like a cheesy 90s anime.
Right.
Episode 3, The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift.
It sounds like Power Rangers.
Just like some random Naruto episode.
Right. Oh, you know what it is? You know what that sounds like?
What?
Beyblade.
I never watched Beyblade.
Oh, word? Yo, let it rip. Please tell me you at least heard of Let It Rip.
Yeah.
Okay.
They play that in like the toy commercials too.
Okay.
I had some like of the actual toys,
Okay.
but I never actually watched it. So
Fair enough. I used to collect them, but yeah.
But we're watching Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. So I've seen this movie. She hasn't, as usual. So this kind of going to be a running theme for these. Is that I've
just
seen
get
it,
used to me not seeing this. Matthew seeing all of them except for the last two.
except for the last two.
So.
But this is for the new people who are here. So thank you for coming to Matthew V. Haynes, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. And you know, yeah, they were just checking this out. And you know, like I said, I've seen it years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, go make sure to go check out our previous ones. But yeah.
I don't know what this is about. I know Paul Walker's not in it. So I don't know what the whole like plot's actually gonna be about this time. I know you said there was like this brings like one character's like the later team.
Yeah, this brings a character to the main, like to the rest of the main cast. So I can't wait for the next one because that's when everybody's back.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might know who. I think I've seen is because I know some of their names. Is it like I feel like I start with an H.
Okay.
Like Han?
Okay.
Is that what it is?
You want me to answer that, or you want to see for yourself?
I mean, I'm just saying what I think.
Okay.
So, that name sounds familiar. I don't know if that actually is. Because I just heard names being thrown around here and there. Obviously, I knew Dom and it's weird enough I didn't know Paul Walker's character's name.
Bryan?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very basic name. You're not really going to remember Bryan.
Yeah.
So,
it's like, oh yeah, it's Paul Walker.
Yeah,
you know,
everybody just knew him as Paul Walker.
Yeah.
It wasn't that, but yeah.
Yeah, so, but I think I knew about, I think it's Han. But if I'm wrong, then ignore me.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all the other outro stuff and pretty much, yeah.
Oh, really? I was just gonna skip right over.
Man, I don't know.
But yeah, make sure you guys like, subscribe if you're liking this reaction and all the other ones we've been doing. And make sure if you want to see the full reaction to go over to our Patreon, The Cosmic Clock. Link will be in the description below. And also, if you guys haven't seen yet, by the time this is going up or tomorrow or something like that, I'm reacting to Shelter on Prime Video on my channel, so go check that out. The review for that will be up here too, so yeah. But that'll be on Patreon too, so check it out. But yeah, let's just get right into it.
All right, bro. This dude's a father of 4. This guy's a father of 4, bro. I believe it if he's like in his senior year.
Yeah, no, he's a freshman.
Hey, yo, bro. I only seeing this.
It's gotta be high school then.
Yeah.
Bunch of immature bullies.
I couldn't me. I was catching all of these hands.
4.3 seconds. That's about right. That's about right.
Weak.
You can read the brochure.
That's a roast.
Right.
Now, if your girl do that in front of you, bro, she ain't a girl no more. Oh, all right. That's what I'm trying to say.
Fighting.
Every single finger, bro.
Why did he have a baseball, but he played football?
Right, he played football. But you gotta walk up with your goons.
There it is.
Yeah.
How about me?
I hate how his tongue's moving.
Right.
Like, why?
It race for me.
Winner. Yes.
Oh, What on earth?
Okay,
Bruh, that's a breakup right there. We breaking up. If I wasn't the main choice from day one.
Right. If your girl's willing to bargain herself, she is not your girl.
That's not your girl, bro. She been around.
I mean, it's not quite fair to have the truck there.
No, I'm trying to say the truck is.
You're clearly interfering.
Yeah. But you know that don't matter to them.
Yeah.
To them, they're gonna declare him a fair and square winner. Bro, this ain't looking good. This ain't looking good, man.
That's why he's got to go to Tokyo.
Yup.
He's got to learn how to drift.
Right. Bryan would have messed this fool up real quick.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's so fake.
Girl.
Oh my, she's so fake. I can't.
Bro, I'm not destroying my 80K car over a girl
Right.
that clearly doesn't care about me.
Right.
Y'all standards are way too low, bro. Your standards are way too low, bro. Hey, he won.
But at what cost?
Not this. You know what this is showing though? The reality of irresponsible racing though.
Yeah.
Because like in the last two Fast movies, the only consequence we really saw from these street racing, well, it was actually two things. I can't say that because Dom got hit by a truck.
Yeah.
And then in the second one, Michael Ealy ended up crashing into a sign.
I mean, there was a lot of like wrecked cars.
Yeah, there were a lot of red cars, so never mind. That statement doesn't hold.
Officer, is it illegal to smoke in here?
Saying the 90s no more, but
Well,
all right.
there's a no smoking sign right behind them.
It's our state. It's a pretty clear-cut case.
Just sends him on a plane to Tokyo.
Well,
Get your butt to Tokyo, boy.
well, I guess it can't technically, be tried, I guess. But isn't that also evasion?
It is, which means he can't. That means if he comes in the country, he's done. He literally can't stay in the country anymore. He would have to be outside the country forever.
Well, it just so happens that everyone he's gonna encounter here just magically speaks English.
Yep. I mean, it is a secondary language over there.
Yeah, but not everyone does.
Not the official language.
Sean,
Well, that makes sense.
I thought you were gonna be here on the 7th. Today.
But there you go.
Okay.
I forgot about that fact.
Okay.
Aw. I would have been best friends with her.
Right.
I'm like, hey, auntie. How you doing, auntie? What's the news today? What we eating? Me and auntie would have been good friends. I'll be making friends with old people.
Yeah. Now she looks like she grubbing too.
Yeah, she grubbing. Me and auntie would have been over there watching some serious C-SPAN, bro.
I don't know how accurate this is. Because they would usually enroll overseas students in like an international school.
Yeah. But sometimes that's a lot of money, though. Sometimes you just gotta end up where you end up.
I guess.
Notice you ain't have a laptop.
Yeah.
So thick.
Half price.
Gosh.
No, I'm cool. 60% off.
Nice dent.
Right.
Looked like a Luffy kicked it.
Gosh.
Me thinking it was dents and it's just like Hulk. It's Hulk fists.
Like a free country. Where a girl can talk to whoever she wants.
Man, you can't roll up. Honestly, that's typical.
Can't roll around like an American.
Right, it's typical American attitude. You walk somewhere and just, bro.
I don't think this man knows what a Yakuza is.
Right.
What? I want to see what the kid's got.
Is that the dude, by the way? Okay, because I'm like, he looked familiar, but...
Yeah, that's our guy.
I mean, I was waiting for him to have some tattoos at least.
Right.
That's
that
like
dude's supposed to be Yakuza. But
Yeah.
usually it's on the back, though.
But I feel like you would see it, like, poking out, like, through
One thing I
the edge
say,
of his shirt, though.
I'll tell you what about Han right now. Han always snacking, bro. Man, always eating something, bro. Every time I see this dude, he always eating something. That was the most... Guys presenting this thing like Japanese game developer. He's came up and said, this guy developed games. He's the CEO.
Run a startup.
All right, he run a startup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
First thing you do, you wreck the car.
Insult to injury.
Right.
At least they didn't give him like a white savior moment though. Mm-hmm. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Jeez. He looks so depressed.
I know.
It's like, I probably shouldn't have done that.
But he should have known he was taking a risk by just giving it to Orlando.
Yeah.
Gotta love the Southern twang, music. Uh-oh. Not the Yakuza Suma. Wow, you're gonna have to get them. Wow, from the sumo. Okay. This guy built like a, yep. This dude built like a druid in Diablo 4.
He really is always eating.
I'm telling you, bro. This man always snacking, bro. I mean, he destroyed homie's car.
Yeah.
But that's also like how you get somebody to work. Because you know that they're gonna destroy your car, and you need a driver. That's how you get a free driver. Sacrifice a car you don't care too much about, and then just get them to do your dirty work.
0 for 1, cowboy.
I'm down, Bond.
Alright. You need to stop pissing off the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
Can't you go find a nice Japanese girl like the rest of the white guys around here? It would have to be for something important. Or why else do it at all?
Fair.
But why are you letting me race? It's your DK's kryptonite. And you owe me a car.
Better be careful before you open it.
Right.
Yep.
Oof. I mean, they can't keep up. That's fair. I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he ain't like
It's gonna be a way.
like with Paul Walker, where they had like literally the entire police force.
Right.
I got access to the inner party.
Right, there's always a back door within a back door.
Right.
How many back rooms do
Right.
we have?
So many. Just like endless.
Yup. A Nas powered
Dang.
bike. That ain't.
That's not safe.
Bro, I feel like you're just gonna fly up in the air.
Right.
You gonna give him a room too? Because Dad not gonna be happy about that.
Nope.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, this guy. You gotta practice somehow.
Right.
Thanks.
That's because he's the father of 4.
Hey.
Single man works too bad.
Sorry about the other night. Be around you. Let you know who you are.
That's why you gonna have a family.
That's
man.
gonna have a
In
family.
exchange for knowing what a man's made of. That's a price I can live with.
Perfect donut. That's you in the car.
Huh?
That's you in the other car. Like, okay. Yeah, I feel it into a wall.
Right. Just gotta believe it.
Believe it.
Bro, he got sent to Japan to stop doing illegal things, and he just got invested in more illegal things.
Yeah. He's like, they look like they were the drift pioneers.
Right.
Like they invented this joint. Man, you'd think they'd have him live near base. I mean, he probably is near base.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably close enough. They don't always live on base.
Get this man a bunk.
Yeah, there it is. Just moves out.
Yeah.
Then leave a note, nothing. Hey, Pops, I found other accommodations. Okay, now you gotta do the victory lap.
Oh my God.
Yo, dude is literally having a full-on, like, tantrum.
Yeah.
Tell me if I read that as Burner Boy. Tell me I didn't look like Burner Boy.
Oh my gosh. It do kind of look like Burner Boy, but Bama Boy.
Yeah, I read that as Burner Boy.
It's a Bama Boy.
Bama Boy. They really ain't Bama Boy.
It is Bama Boy.
Say, man, I'm a Bama Boy, man. That's how we roll. Seriously.
My
There's
parents split
connection.
up when I was 3.
Presentism. I said presentism.
Man, them tires ain't cheap.
I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Tires are not cheap. Especially if you burn them out like crazy.
Why you rolling up like that?
Then what he do?
With his girl?
Or the only thing you'll be driving is a wheelchair. What got the car?
I mean, people in wheelchairs can be driving cars too. So.
Damn.
That's not really a good threat.
Nah.
You can never just leave the taken girl alone.
Right.
Like, the girl that came to, like, right up behind him looked like she was interested.
Right. Why don't you listen to what Han said?
Find a nice Japanese
girl. Why'd you beat him up, man? Yeah, that's the only way is if she breaks up with him. But guys like that like to claim like they ownership. Like, oh, I own you. You can't just leave me.
Yeah.
I own you.
I mean, is she wrong though?
She ain't wrong. Toxic gossip train.
We're the same, Neela.
But I look like Unc.
Yeah.
Oh no, is this Unc? Who's Unc? There's no Unc when we see him. Nah, this is Unc. Okay. This is
Boss
Unc.
man.
Yeah, boss man. Come to collect. Yeah. Hey, that's Uncle right there. You stealing from him? I put the fear of God in him. Now I'm about to get.
That's why he's got to move to America and join family.
Hey, brother.
I thought
Yeah.
put my reputation on the line for...
There it is.
What about now?
Oof.
Yeah, this got serious real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it's a good thing he got those drifting lessons.
Right.
God, I would hate to be on another car just driving.
In this situation.
Yes.
Everybody's just drifting in between.
Yes.
Half of these cars are illegal.
Oh.
Most of them are illegal. Ain't no way they got no freaking insurance. They watch Top Gun and it's like, man, I have the need for speed. So funny from the middle of him. Yeah, but he can't handle him, man. If they would, I think if they would actually race, I can't remember too much about this, but if they would actually race, it would not happen. Oh, I remember how satisfying this scene was. I remember how freaking satisfying this scene was. Just them parting the crowd was so satisfying. Han, you should have been carrying too.
He really should have been. I don't know why he's not. Oh.
Ouchies. Yeah, I kind of mentioned too much of that. to you about him being in another movie.
But I did see him.
But you already saw him, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, I really would have thought he was dead. Even before you told me, I remember seeing him.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't have mattered either way. Really? You're still doing this?
He's fighting now. How about you give me one too, and then let's see who's the best.
Right.
Everybody always tough when they got a pistol, man. It's like, put it down and then let's see, because like, you see a lot of people is they don't have time for that, nor do they want to have time for that. They just quick to draw and then just thing.
Yeah.
Nobody's tough anymore.
Father, I'm responsible for your well-being.
Yeah.
And I'm responsible for my mess.
Oh, you could be responsible for your mess when you're out of my custody.
I gotta do this.
Like, well, he has to be a man at some point. Yeah, but take this with you.
It's like your mom's really gonna chew me out for this.
I should talk to Kamada.
Oh God.
DK answers to him.
You think you can roll up like that?
I know I just
Right.
did it.
Right.
Right.
Can't just walk into Kamada's place, man.
For real. That's real, bro.
That's all I got.
This man's a true white American.
Yep.
Think he can walk right up in it anyway.
Yep.
Can't lie, those jackets are nice though.
Yeah, them jackets clean.
You think you can walk in here, dump some cash, and walk out?
Literally.
I know I'm only. I've already beat this piece of shit once.
Good.
Okay, but I got different skills now.
They should be easy.
You're right.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, you gotta give him, even though this is a criminal scene, at least he rolled up there with respect. Because you can't go up there like, man, look, man.
Yeah.
In the free country, as a member of the free, this song.
But you can't roll up like a good old Bama boy. You can't roll up like a Bama boy.
You can't roll like a Bama boy. It's like, look, man, we from the free world. Once the engine good, we live.
Yeah, it's gotta fix it up a bit.
Yep, engine's clean. We just gotta get a new chassis and everything. Oh no, he just put it in his dad's car.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, at least he's working with his dad now. So
Yeah.
for whatever it's worth. For what it's worth. So I forgot to mention. Technically, this movie is a requel.
Is it?
Technically.
Oh.
I mean, the color scheme, though.
Yeah. Bryan could never.
What, this car?
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't his speed.
Nah.
There's more something Dom would drive.
But even just color-wise, why he look like some villain? Just waiting. It's alright. For story purposes, he's gonna win.
But you never know, because sometimes they be switching stuff up at the last second.
Yeah.
Oof.
Ooh. Look close to the edge there, pal.
Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge.
Bro, it's been so long since I heard that.
It shows our age, huh? Ooh.
And Drift King no more.
Yeah, he literally lost his title Drift King in that one crash.
Right.
That one crash right there. And that one little crash right there, he lost his title right there.
Yeah. can't call yourself that no more.
Nope. Man, what kind y'all you know y'all only got 2G. How y'all transferring all this? How y'all doing all this stuff?
All right.
Y'all know y'all only got 2G. Damn.
Well, damn.
He said you gotta feel it.
Yeah.
Technically, it's not American muscle because under the hood is Japanese engine.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Technically, isn't American muscle.
No.
Technically, it's even harder to drift in the car that Sean is using. Cars that are lower are easier to drift. So in his car, he has fatter, like thicker tires, and it's taller. So it's much harder to do like sharp drifts in a car that big. It's not impossible. It's not you can't do it. It's just harder.
Yeah.
Imagine someone not from your country just kicking you out of your own town.
Right.
Because of a race.
Right.
That's the biggest L possible.
I would just retire at that point.
No, for real. See you in 5 years when this won't matter much. It literally went from to yeah.
Right. Well, that'll do it. Oi. Oi.
So if they made eye contact on it, that would have been wild. That'd have been wild if they made eye contact.
Well, it looked like you're gonna have to find someone else to do your work.
I know it's funny that romance makes so much more sense though than the one with Eva Mendes.
Yeah.
Sir, I did my job, sir. I held my deal.
All of a sudden, he got recruited.
Right. How'd
Like,
you like
looking
to work
for a job,
us?
kid.
Right. I'm good, sir. I'm okay. This song will never not be lit. Back to the shoe business. They really gotta just have Bow Wow selling sneakers.
Right.
Especially when sneakers made him be able to dunk in a movie.
All right. Let's race.
And it's just Bryan. It's like, how the freak do you know? Not Dom's music. Know him, bro. How?
Yeah, that's a surprise cameo.
How the freak do you know him? Oh my.
That was a surprise cameo. I didn't want to tell you nothing about this.
Yeah.
It's just so funny that song for Dom has just become a meme now.
Right.
That's why the song ruined it.
Yeah.
The song ruined it because as soon as you heard the song, you knew it was Dom. There it is. So, before I say what I gotta say, because it's more so your.
It makes sense that Domino Han probably moved around a bit.
Well, because I just remembered, like I told you, this is technically, chronologically, a prequel to 4, 5, and 6. No, sorry. This is not prequel. Sorry. This is technically 4, 5, and 6 are a prequel to this movie.
Okay.
Is what I meant to say. That's why I say it's a requel.
I see.
So when I say Han is in the okay. All right. Do you want me to say what I hold on? I forgot I have to put timers on now. Stop watching.
We have ramble time.
Yeah, ramble timers.
Yeah.
Do you want me to explain something because it kind of touches into major spoiler territory? Or do you rather just want to see, because it's gonna get a little confusing from here on out.
Okay.
In terms in regards to Han.
Okay.
Do you want me to explain that, or do you just want to say give you a review? Because I'll explain it without really explaining it.
I mean,
it's
as
really
long
up
as
to you.
you're not gonna touch too much on like spoilers. Like, explain it
like
without
plot details.
Yeah.
Because it concerns Han.
Because you said it was like this is like a requel.
Yeah, because it's a sequel, but it's also a prequel, but it's also just because like in release order, this is before any of those other ones come out, obviously.
Yeah.
But
so
this is technically a sequel.
Okay, so
to those movies.
4, 5, and 6
are prequels. Technically prequels to where we see this. Yeah.
Continuing from the second one, essentially.
This takes place well after we saw Bryan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this takes place a few years way after that.
Yeah. So it goes 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, then this.
Technically.
And then 7, 8, 9.
When I was actually we actually watched this in release order. I think when I was watching Fast and Furious, I watched this after 6. I think I technically watched Tokyo Drift after 6 because technically Han dies here.
Okay, I see.
Technically, this is it for Han.
Dang. Thought we were gonna see him in like the later ones, like.
But that's where spoiler territories kind of come in, though. That's why I asked you if you want me to explain something.
Is he dead, but he's not dead?
Do you just want me to explain it?
Just say it. Just say.
So, I believe it was Fast 9 in the trailer. Okay, you have my consent to tell you this because it is a spoiler.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, she gave me her consent to tell her this because I don't want y'all coming at me in the comments and I spoiled it.
I think I saw the trailer for 9, but I don't.
Technically, because even though I didn't see Fast 9, I did react to the trailer. Technically, in Fast 9, we see Han return.
Okay, so requel to the requel to the requels.
No, technically, this is a sequel. Han returning in 9 is a sequel to Tokyo Drift.
Okay.
7, 8, and 9 all happen after Tokyo Drift.
Okay.
In story order.
Okay, but he doesn't return technically until 9.
Until 9.
Okay.
He's not in 7. He's not in 8.
And I think I kind of knew that though. Because I remember seeing him on later posters.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's too much of a thing.
Because he, at this point until 9, this is where Han died.
Can you pull up the poster for 9? Just so I don't get any, like, spoilers.
You're gonna get major spoilers.
Because I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
You're gonna get major spoilers if I show you this poster.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it, though.
You might have seen it for sure. But...
yeah, there's only so much I can avoid, in general. Yeah, I've seen that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So... technically, this is where Han returns. So that's how it explains how Dom knew him. And if you actually watch, because I think when I watched this, everything that Han was talking about and his attitude and all that stuff, it made sense because when he was talking about how he had to move from one place and he ended up in Tokyo, you find out how he ends up in Tokyo from watching like 4, 5, and 6.
Okay. Well, that's next. So.
Yeah. Now I can't remember if he's in 4 or 5, but I know he's in 6 for sure, hands down.
What? Han? Oh, I know. You're talking about Dom. I'm like,
no. 1000%. I know that Han is in 6.
Okay.
I can't remember. 4 and 5 are very foggy for me.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, they're very foggy for me.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Well, no. Sorry, 5 isn't foggy for me. No. I'm tripping. I'm actually tripping. 5 is not foggy for me. 5 is my favorite. That's when they went to Brazil. So
spoilers.
I told you that. That's why I only said it again because I told you that. And I told you Nathalie Emmanuel was in it.
Oh, that's that one?
Yes.
Oh.
So, but I'll shut up from here.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's why I say it's a little confusing because even though this was released before 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
But then he comes back in 4, 5, and 6 and they never really explain that.
Yeah, and then just kind of think it later on.
And I was like, hey, because I believe like at this point he was a fan favorite and they just brought him back and incorporated him into the movie, into the story. So that's how, you know, you have Dom saying, yeah, like he was family, and that's how the whole family thing really started.
Because Han got like a vibe. He got a nice vibe. So it makes sense that he would be a fan favorite. Like, it's always the people you would least expect to be a fan favorite.
I don't know his outcome of 9, so I don't know if they kill him off again.
I know you haven't seen it,
but technically we ain't see the body in Tokyo Drift, so he could have easily just used that as an opportunity to sneak out, and just live undercover for a few years, easily. So I'm pretty sure that's what they did to explain his death.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, I probably really, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I probably should have had you watch 4, 5, and 6 first for Tokyo Drift. But I completely forgot about.
It's not a big deal. I mean, I feel like most people I've seen reacting to the franchise have done in this order. Like
this release order. Yeah.
So I mean, it's fine, really. Like, I don't think it's too big of a deal.
Yeah. This is the sequel.
Yeah.
But enough of that though. What are your thoughts on the film? Like, how you feel about it?
I'm 50-50 on it. Like, I liked certain aspects of it.
Yeah.
But I didn't really care about all the characters like that. I think the bro, I kept forgetting the main dude's name.
Sean?
Yeah, I kept forgetting his name. So, like, obviously I remembered Han, but I knew him beforehand. I even was forgetting the girl's name.
But we never got her name till late in the film.
No, we got it like halfway through.
What, Neela?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had said it earlier. But I'm like, I just keep forgetting this girl's name. Obviously DK is easy. You know? Yeah,
DK.
Like, that's easy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't really care for many of the characters. I'm like, I thought they were okay. But I don't feel like, you know, they were well developed. I think, obviously, like, I'm more interested in Han, but not just knowing that he is in the other films, but I just think, like, he's very mysterious. Like, you don't have too much information about him, but like I said, he's got a nice vibe. And, like, I don't know, he's just very interesting. Like, he kind of draws you in. Like, you want to know more, like, you know, about him as a character and, you know, what he's all about.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't seem like he would be in that world. So it's like, okay, how did he get involved? Like, what is his backstory? Like, you just want to know more about him.
Watch like if you had watched 4, 5, and 6 before this, then everything would hit different for you.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't mind watching it in release order, because then that's how people...
Yeah, that's how people saw it when it was coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're seeing the progression. It was like, oh, like, this guy's a fan favorite, let's bring him back and like, you know, give him his backstory, give him his...
But it's like whatever. It's like seeing Darth Vader, you know, spoilers if you haven't seen Star Wars but at this point in your life, but if you haven't, but like, you know, it's like seeing Darth Vader die in, you know, Revenge of the Sith. Sorry, not Revenge of the Sith, sorry. I was thinking of Revenge of the Sith in my mind, because I'm trying to go to that point.
Yeah.
But it's like seeing him die in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And then going back and seeing his progression.
Right.
You know, how he got to that point.
Right.
So it's no different from seeing, you know, you see someone's ending, but then you go back and see, you know, how they got to where they got.
They were probably trying to set up Sean to be involved somehow. Then they're like, oh no, like, people like Han.
He was dry as hell, bro.
Yeah, I didn't really think he was a great character.
I didn't care for Sean at all, one bit.
Because just for comparison's sake, I feel like Bryan gave off a better energy, and like, you know, he's still got that, you know, similar vibe, I guess.
Yeah. To
like a main character, but Bryan gives something different that you like. Also, like I was saying with Han, like, kind of draws you into him. Like, you want to know more about him. You know, he has a finesse. Yeah. You know, and I just wasn't getting that from Sean.
No, and just to add to what we were saying before too, it's like watching Army of the Dead and watching Army of Thieves. You saw how, you know, Dieter's character ended up in Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
So when you go and watch Army of Thieves, you already know he doesn't make it out.
Right.
But like, you know, you go and watch that movie and you see how he came. Yeah, and it developes a character even more.
Definitely.
But yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Another
like,
movie with Nathalie Manuel.
And I don't necessarily mind that. You know, it's kind of interesting seeing it from this because like, oh, like this character's supposed to die in this movie, but you know, people liked them so much that, you know, okay, let's build off of that. You know, let's give the people what they want. And, you know, the characters that you aren't expecting to, you know, be liked end up being really liked, and the people you want people to like, they don't like as much. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, because I really think they were setting up Sean, obviously, with Dom at the end. And
yeah, and like this too is just also just to kind of bring Dom back to the fans. Yeah. Because, you know, at this point we've had 3 movies without really Dom being involved. And it's like, oh no, 2 movies without him being involved. And it's like, all right, he was here. Last thing we saw of him, he was in Mexico.
Yeah, and like I said, also a fan favorite. Yeah. So they were trying to end his story technically in 1, but he's a fan favorite, so they brought him back. Mm-hmm. And now it's the same cycle with Han now.
And it's like, what was Dom doing all these years prior to this? Exactly. And they were trying to set up something with that this being like a sequel. Yeah. Setting up a trilogy of prequels, essentially. But you know, like after 6 you can just kind of insert Tokyo Drift and it goes straight to 7, and then 8 and 9, and now we're at 10. So, but you know, besides the characters not being super likable for me, like I didn't mind the story. Like I thought it was okay. I wasn't getting the bad boy energy I wanted to get from DK. Like, I don't know. I was just kind of like, he was almost laughable. I mean, but I think that also works for his character though, because it's like he's not technically. Yeah, he's not really Yakuza. He's not really about that life. He's a pretender trying to have control of something. Yeah, I just think that brought in his uncle like too late to build up the villain arc. Yeah, that should have been a little earlier. Couldn't take him seriously. Yeah, I just felt like it wasn't, fully there for me. But like the cinematography was nice in certain parts, like the racing shots are pretty nice. I mean, yeah, and some of the plot, there's some plot holes definitely for sure. Like because I'm trying to figure out how much time has passed, because all of a sudden he knows like full sentences in Japanese that you wouldn't just know from everyday language. Yeah, there's a lot of inaccuracies in how you do things. So overlooking that as a whole, not my favorite out of the 3 so far. I'm definitely more impartial to the first 2. Yeah, but it was okay. Yeah, it was all right. Like I said, I did think Han was probably one of the better characters in this. Yeah, I was saying the main takeaway for this is Han. That's the whole point of this movie, in my opinion, is really just setting up Han. Yeah. Introducing him to the fans. Yeah. And obviously now that he was part of Dom's crew, and now we're gonna have to see what all this the real meat of the real Fast and Furious stories are gonna begin now. From when we watch 4 onward. The real Fast movies are going to start now. 2006, you also have to make the one black character sell shoes, sell illegal stuff. Yeah. Yep. Stereotyping, plenty of stereotypes in these movies, man. I mean, I kind of feel the same about this film. I feel like it's like. Sorry, I thought time was paused for some reason. Yeah. No, I feel like this movie was just really, honestly, like, okay. Yeah. It was just like, and even some of the racing scenes were kind of, like, okay-ish. Yeah, that's why I say, like, some of them were, like, better than others. The beginning one wasn't horrible, but obviously, like, he's still learning how to drift and stuff, so not too hard on it. Yeah. The final one was fine, but it wasn't giving me final race kind of vibe. No, it didn't. And like the ending was kind of anticlimactic. Yeah. It definitely felt a little anticlimactic. But I will say one thing that I really liked that the first two really did, which I think was, you know, lost from the rest of the films, because obviously, you know, times change, editing style changes, and, you know, you start to get more current into the 2010s era of filmmaking. And up until 2010, there was a certain charm to the filmmaking.
Yeah.
And while it may have been a little cheesy, what I really liked the first two movies were doing was the immersion of the speed and the racing. Like the way how they shot it, even though it was really like stupid and like over the top and dramatic, they made it feel like intense with the way how they shot it in the VFX.
I feel like it really brings you in and makes you feel like they're actually going fast.
Yeah, like when they press the nods and everyone's just like, and all the shots and like they're going into hyperspace.
Yeah, it's very, very cheesy.
It's cheesy, but
I feel
it's
like
great.
with something like this, it really works.
It works.
And they completely
got rid of they got rid of that kind of thing in here. So it feels differently, but the unique thing about it obviously is the drift.
Yeah.
You know, you're drifting. That's the whole thing. That's not something you do. You know, the first couple movies are more so focused on drag racing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, maybe some turns here and there, but it was strictly about pure speed.
Yeah.
This one wasn't so much about speed. This was more about the drifting aspect and how you can incorporate that with speed.
Yeah, and obviously that's going to be
about.
more of a theme going forward, like, you know, adding some of that stuff in, and because you have to.
It's funny you think that.
Okay, never mind.
It's funny you think that drifting is going to be incorporated.
Okay, well, it's not.
4, 5, and 6 become Mission Impossible movies. So keep that in mind.
I'm sorry.
I told you, man.
You didn't tell me there was some weird government stuff.
I told you they become special op agents. I will get too deep into it, but just know that the movies being purely about racing ended with this.
All right.
So there's gonna be fast moments. There's gonna be, you know, because it's fast food. There's gonna be fancy cars. There's gonna be some type of racing elements. But the movies start to become more grounded and story focused on a specific thing. There's gonna be some, you know, some heisting involved. There's gonna be some action. There's gonna be The Rock. There's gonna be some really intense. So like the situations
When
where
The Rock come in?
I won't tell you. You'll find out.
Okay.
But I don't want to ruin that for you.
Okay.
But I don't want to ruin too much specifics of those movies because I do think they are great. Like 4, 5, 6, and 7 are all really good. And it's weird because the first. So here's the thing about 4. The 4th movie is technically a requel.
How many requels can you fit in one franchise?
This one is technically the sequel, while 4 is technically the requel. Hear me out. So while it does continue like characters from the first movie and the second movie, like, you know, we saw Tyrese, Luda, we saw Paul's character, and like, you know, other faces that we have seen and everything. Technically, the first this one, because the next movie is called Fast and the Furious. So no, sorry, Fast and the Furious. It's not the Fast and the Furious. It's literally Fast and the Furious.
You know what's really funny? I was watching a video yesterday, and there was it was like a trivia video. It's like, okay, which one is which? It's like, which one is the first and which one is the fourth? Yeah,
it's Fast and the Furious and the Fast. So the reason I say it's a requel, I'm looking at the time here so I don't go too long. The reason it's a requel is because technically everything that happened in 1, 2, and this one don't really matter too much for the plot.
Okay.
All that mattered from those movies was the interactions with the characters.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. And the introductions.
Knowing each other.
Yes, and how they operate, how they were friends.
Gotcha.
And everything like that. Technically, you would want to consider the 4th movie the first movie.
Okay.
Which is why I say it's a requel.
And I guess that makes sense given that it's a very similar name to the first one.
Yes. And everything that happens in that movie follows a more linear path of storytelling.
Okay, so I understand when you say that's where it really like kind of begins.
Yeah, because what happens in the 4th... This is all
just like introduction stuff, essentially.
Yes.
Okay.
And technically Tokyo Drift being the sequel to the 6th.
Yeah.
Or whatever. 4, 5, and 6... What happens in 4 affects 5. What happens in 5 affects 6. and so on. 6 affects 7, 8, and 9 and 10.
Yeah, so more linear.
Yes, it's following more of a progression. It's not, whereas 1 was just like, here's random street racing, whatever. And then 2, there's no mention of Dom. I mean, there's a mention of Dom, but not by name. It just mentioned like, what about that guy in LA that you helped? Or that guy in California you helped? So it does reference that, but everything, like all that crap that happened in 1, 2, don't matter. All that matters is that you need to know Bryan, you need to know the key players. So that's what I mean by the requel aspect of everything. Yeah, so I can't wait for us to dive down those ones, because those are really, those are the ones that I remember the most. Those are the ones I enjoy the most. Those are some of the best movies in the franchise. And I know I've voiced my opinions about 8 before, because 8 was technically the last one I saw. I saw that in theaters, and I did a review to that early on in the channel. Early on in the channel. Oh God, it's with a friend that I used to hang out with back in the day. Me and her did a review. I brought her over to the house, and we did a review to that film. Yeah, that was way back, y'all. That was like way back early on the channel, but yeah. But so I don't ramble though. I mean, I'll just give my closing thoughts on the film. And you have any closing thoughts? Or anything?
I mean, I kind of already said my piece about it. I mean, like I said, I thought it was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but yeah, like I said, Han, I'm still interested in him, and obviously we're getting more of him. So, but yeah.
Key takeaways from this movie: Dom's iconic meme theme song.
Yeah.
The family line gets thrown the first time. Han was family. That's the first time it gets thrown, really. And then also, obviously, the Tokyo Drift iconic, theme song.
Iconic. Even if you've never seen this movie, you have, the meme at least.
Those are the 3 iconic things that you really take away, and obviously Han. So that's about it. Everything else you can throw in the trash. And even the cars are kind of okay. The one that
bro,
the only one I really liked and stood out to me the most was Han's main whip.
The orange.
Yeah. That was the only one that really stood out to me.
All the other ones were kind of boring.
They're kind of boring, man.
Like, that's not what I would have expected.
The whip and all that.
I would have expected some over-the-top type cars. In the last 2. I would have expected even more over the top.
I will say in the sequels, without getting too much, I'm really trying to careful how to speak about this. Put it this way. It's like, hey guys, it becomes more of like, we'll have a few nice cars, but we're gonna go fast in bigger things, and we're gonna go fast in things that should not be driven fast.
I swear, if I don't see them drifting in a tank.
Oh, wait, just wait. Oh, you wait. It's gonna get nothing but up from here, man. Nothing.
Can we street race a plane?
Bro, you don't know what you're in for.
I'm trying to think of what other ridiculous vehicle.
Bro,
a golf cart?
Just think about.
That's when they were in the retirement.
Think about the retirement home will be lit. Think about all I gotta say is Dom and Spider-Man.
I'm sorry.
If y'all seen the movies, y'all know what I'm talking about. I won't ruin that, but just keep that in mind for when we're watching those movies. Just keep that in the back of your mind.
Racing trains?
Just keep
that what we're doing here?
Just keep those 2 things in the back of your mind. Okay?
All right, conductor Dom.
Just
monkey hit a little hat,
hey,
a little stripe.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what scene I'm speaking of.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, there's going to be physics will now start to be defied.
Okay. Driving on Rainbow Road.
I'm telling you, the Mario movie makes more sense. So things will start to become iconic. But the story, I think, again, okay, I'm going to ramble territory. I'm keep myself checked here. Last thing I'll say concerning this.
Yeah, and then we'll.
Yeah, because I've already said this before, but I want to say it again. To reiterate, 4, 5, 6, and 7 all peak. My opinion. Characters develop really well there. The bond, that sense of family that's overly memed a lot, is really shown, and they have a good way of developing that and making some really good storylines in that. So I can't wait for us to get through to those movies. Well, so yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts on. That's my opinions on all that. I'm doing better, guys.
It didn't go rambling.
No, not for too long. Yeah.
Well, I mean, even the ramble wasn't like saying the same thing.
No, yeah.
But
yeah.
think that'll be it for now then. So let us know if you are liking these reactions. If you want to see more, let us know in the comments, and make sure you guys subscribe, and if you want to see the full reaction, that is up on Patreon. Link will be in the description below. This and all the other stuff we're doing here. Ahsoka's next week for all our Star Wars people. So we're excited about that. But yeah, let us know what you're excited for in the comments coming up. And yeah. So that'll be it for us. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.